One. It's time now for the PHL News Barn Report. Wednesday morning, October 1st, 2014. Welcome to Wednesday morning, the first day of October 2014. We're 3 quarters into the year, and here now your news headlines here on this Wednesday morning. Here are top story at 8:30 is a man with Ebola in Dallas was initially sent home from the hospital with antibiotics after seeking treatment for an unknown illness, officials said. Julia Pearson, the director of the Secret Service, testified before the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform on the recent security lapses at the White House. 12 hours into the life of BBC China editor National Day, the Hong Kong perspective has fallen to bed after in an overnight news film that was a story of one reporter from BBC News, Kerry Gracie. The American League wildcard game could have not been any wilder. The Royals defeated the Oakland A's 9-8 in 12 innings after racing a 4-run deficit over the 8th and 9th frames and 1-run deficit in the 12th in a contest that featured an entire excitement. Researchers have captured the spread of a new type of tool used in the wild population of chimps. They say that this is the first clear evidence of wild chimpanzees during the new culture. Shock in Pennsylvania. A Pennsylvania state trooper was accidentally shot during a gun training exercise at a safety facility and later died. More than 100 years ago, a shell has killed 4 people at a school at the rebel-held East Ukrainian city of Donetsk on the first day of classes, officials witnesses said. In Baghdad, a total of 1,119 Iraqis were killed and 1,946 others were injured in terrorist attacks and violence in September in Iraq, according to a statement issued by Wednesday on the UN Assistance Mission for Iraq. In Washington, President Obama and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will be meeting for the first time since Russia's civilian casualties during Israel's summer war, with Hamas heightened tensions between two leaders who have led a long. David Cameron has promised sweeping tax cuts for low and middle earners if he wins next year's election as the Prime Minister seeks a position from Tories and his best parties to improve voters' living standards. According to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, the mayor of Bell Gardens, a Los Angeles suburb, Daniel Crespo, was shot to death during an argument with his wife and his son. In Tallahassee, Florida, a Florida police officer is on administrative leave after he fired his son gun to a 62-year-old woman's back during arrest. eBay does about a face and spin-off of PayPal backed by Yacon. In Washington, U.S. regulators Tuesday charged 2 men with insider trading after they learned that hedge fund manager Bill Ackman was planning to announce a $1 billion bid against Roblox based on a view company was merely a scheme of pyramids. With Windows 10, it's almost at a bit. Microsoft so desperately wants to distance itself from Windows 8 that skipped an entire version number. Hackers from the US, Canada, and Austria have been arrested over things that took in the US Army. Gaming companies from Microsoft. A separate PayPal still must solve the payments puzzle. Crossfield Group LLC's U.S. sales in September rose 19%, beating an average of analyst estimates as Jeep delivers climbs about 47% in its hot sale and Ram pickup soared 30%. Last month, it was reported that Malcolm Young, a member of the AC/DC rock band, was in full-time care in a nursing home facility specialized in dementia. Tracy Morgan says he can't believe that Walmart's assertion and he and others were partly to blame for their injuries. A new study conducted as researchers Monica Wilmus and John W. at the California Institute of Technology has shown that the migration patterns of Artemia Selena or sea monkeys that may have been affected by ocean circulation patterns. South Aral Sea shrinking the Aral Sea in 2000 on the left and 2014 on the right. A large section of Aral Sea has completely dried up for the first time in modern history, according to NASA. Efforts to contain the Ebola outbreaks in Nigeria and Senegal, however, appeared to be succeeded even as the virus continued to spread in the hardest hit West African countries of Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, U.S. said. A recent study by researchers at the University of Cambridge, UK, defies that verdicts of past research that clinics that higher concentration of circulating vitamin D products avoid type 2 diabetes. You likely know that being overweight increases your risk of cardiovascular disease and diabetes, but did you know that it also increases your risk of cancer? Federal health officials have confirmed that 25 cases of a severe respiratory illness in Michigan include a young child that has developed a lower extremity paralysis. Here, take a look at sports news here. The Boston Bruins losing preseason game to the New York Islanders last night at the TD Garden 5-3. In Jupiter, Florida, Tiger wins its try to at some new courses, the top golfer that's Tuesday needs open in Florida, a restaurant called The Woods, Jupiter. And after Muslim football player and Washington State safety Hussein Abdullah was penalized for praying in the end zone for touchdown return as the National Football Committee there and penalized the former Cougar Hussein Abdullah. Peter Channel News Time is 8:35 here on this Wednesday morning here, the 1st of October 2014. And let's take a look at our travel report here on this Wednesday morning here. And let's start you off out in Greater Boston here, where the Southeast Expressway here. Where the Southeast Expressway is backed up on the northbound side from the split all the way down to Mass Avenue Bridge due to an accident on the Southeast Expressway on the northbound side near Route 3 in Quincy. Try some extra time in that area here. Mass Pike is backed up from Route 30 and Route 9 in Framingham all the way out to the Austin Brandon Tolls and Mass Pike westbound a little slow around south of Boston, but you're going to go on both ends from Mass Pike from Boston all the way down to the BU Tunnel, BU Bridge. Southeast Expressway on the southbound side, slow from Assembly Grand Seminole on 93 down to the Aiken Bridge. 93 northbound also from Middlesex Fells Reservation all the way down for 120 to Reading here. Route 1 south also from Everett all the way out to the Levitt Connector here. 120 on the southbound end also from Route 24 in Randolph all the way down through the Braintree Split. 120 on the northbound side also from 95 in Kenton all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham here. And Mass Pike on the southbound side also from Wakefield all the way down through Waltham here. And 120 on the northbound side also from 95 in Peabody all the way down through Route 114 in Peabody here near the North Shore Mall here. And take a look at the North Shore Route 3 southbound also from Chelmsford down to the Billwick here. And Route 3 south also you put 120 in Reading, 120 in Burlington. 93 on the northbound side also from Andover all the way up to Methuen here. And 495 southbound also from Lawrence all the way out to Tewksbury. And 495 north also from Chelmsford all the way down through Tewksbury here. And Route 495 on the northbound side also from Milford all the way down for the Pike here. And 290 and 495 intersect tomorrow, but a little slow here. 95 on the northbound side also from Route 495 in Mansfield all the way down for Route 1 in Sharon, and it is under the brakes from Neponto Street down for 120 in Canton here. Route 24 a little slow from Harrison Boulevard and Avon up to 120 in Reading and 120 in Randolph here. And Route 3 northbound also from Derby Street all the way down for the split here. And Route 495 on the southbound side a little slow around Route 130 in Raynham due to an accident near Exit 8, which is Route 130 in Raynham here. Okay, take a look at our Rhode Island traffic outlook here. 95 south also from the split. In Pawtucket, S-curves down through downtown Providence here. 146 on the southbound side, slow from North Smithfield to 295 in Lincoln. 99 northbound slow from North Smithfield up to Woonsocket. 95 on the northbound side, slow from 295 down Route 10 in Cranston. Route 195 on the westbound side, a little slow from Seacock all the way down for downtown Providence here. And 295 on the eastbound side, a little slow from Route 1 in North Albert down for 95 and out of the Burr. And the Cape Highways are more on fine here. And 20 is more fine for Buzzards Bay down for Bourne and Falmouth. And Route 61 from Sagamore down to Orleans here. Peter Channel News Time is now 8:39 here on this Wednesday morning, the first day of October, and the first day of October is started on the wet side here as we take a look at our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 8. For the year we have here in Norton here, 58 degrees with light rain, humidity at 97%, wind speed 7 miles per hour. Dew point about 57 degrees and visibly. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions around the region here. We have a 57-degree temperature reading for Boston here. 58 for Providence, 58 in Plymouth, 61 in Provincetown, 62 in Chatham, 63 in Nantucket, 61 in Falmouth. It's 57 in Hartford, 58 in Worcester, 54 in Fitchburg, 57 in Nashua, 58 in Springfield, and it's 58 in Pittsfield here. Our map situation here. Around the country, here shows a stationary front from western Texas and stretching it up into western Oklahoma, and a cold front from Kansas down to Nebraska down western Iowa, and a warm front from eastern Iowa down from Illinois, and a cold front from Indiana stretching into southern Ohio down from Pennsylvania, and a stationary front down from New England and up the Nova Scotia coast enough to the Gulf of St. Lawrence here. And we got a peak front from central Minnesota stretching to southern Manitoba down from southeastern Saskatchewan here. And we got a stationary front from central Gulf of Mexico stretching to central Florida to sea. And we got a cold front from Saskatchewan, to southern Alberta down for eastern Washington State. We got a photobody down for California and a photobody from eastern Utah down to southern Wyoming here. And we got 55 degrees on temperature right now in Pittsburgh. It's 66 out in Washington, D.C. It's 64 in Atlanta, 80 in Miami, 76 in Brownsville, 74 in Dallas, Texas, 64 in Kansas City, 62 in Omaha, 50 in Chicago, 55 in Detroit, 50 in Minneapolis, it's 43 out of Great Falls, Montana, 52 in Seattle, 61 in San Francisco, 63 in Los Angeles, 69 in Las Vegas, 69 in Phoenix, 52 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 43 out in Denver, and 48 in Salt Lake City. Here. Take a look at radar. Take a look at the latest radar internet shows marked bands of rain from the south shore of Massachusetts down to the Cape Downs around Martha's Vineyard, and another batch of shots from central New Hampshire down for southern Vermont and down for eastern portions of New York State, east of Albany and south of Albany, and north of Kingston, New York State, and then another band of shots from central and western portions of Massachusetts down from much of Connecticut here. So you're going to have a wet Wednesday in tap here as the rain showers are stretching it down for southern Maine from Portland down to Augusta down to near Bar Harbor, Maine here. And we're seeing a couple of line of rain showers around central Maryland and around the Washington, D.C. area here. And we'll zoom you out, and it shows a lot of rain showers off the eastern and western portions of Florida's coastlines here. And we got a line of rain showers from eastern Texas down for southern Louisiana and up the southeastern portion of Texas here. And a line of rain showers from southeastern Kansas, a line of rain showers and storms from northern Missouri, searching central Iowa down for southeastern Minnesota and western Washington State, western Wisconsin here. And a line of rain showers from southern Manitoba down for Saskatchewan and then for southeastern Alberta. And you got rain, sleet, and snow showers from eastern Utah, western Colorado, up into northern Wyoming, and western Montana. And rain, sleet, and snow showers around eastern portions of British Columbia and on northwestern portions of Alberta. And take a look at our map situation on the satellite loop. Shows the line across country from eastern New York and around New England at Atlantic, down to Atlantic Canada here. And another line across from eastern Kansas, stretching to northern Missouri, up in Mississippi Valley, western Great Lakes, and stretching to the Dakotas, up to Montana, Wyoming, and Colorado, to Utah. And down to eastern Idaho. And nine clouds from British Columbia, up to Alberta, down to Saskatchewan, Manitoba, down to western Ontario, and up to James Bay of Ontario here. Okay, let's take a look what is going on in the tropics here. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion around the country. Strong cold front over the Great Plains. Showers and some mountain snow for the Rocky Mountains and some showers for the northeast United States for Thursday. The main weather maker across the continental United States would be a strong cold front across the plains and the Midwest with a development service low across it. And this low is in forecast to track from the South Plains to the upper Great Lakes on Friday morning and with a secondary cold front beyond this front, dropping southward from Montana. In terms of sensible weather, there will be likely multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms extended from Oklahoma to the upper Midwest, and local heavy rainfall will also be possible ahead of the cold front where moisture converges to the back-to-backs. A few severe storms are possible with a surge of warm and humid air in warm sector of the system. Elsewhere across the country, showers from the time to time can be expected over the wet northeastern United States of the week or level low. Combined with moisture affected westward from the Atlantic Ocean and scattered showers and storms are in forecast for the central Gulf Coast in Florida. Out west over the Northern Rockies and some high elevation snow showers are likely above 8,000 feet, lingering moisture in cold air from the bottom and upper level low over the Dakotas. Here. Okay, let's take a look at what is going on in the nothing brewing in the Atlantic. Take a look at it. Disturbance 101 in the Eastern Pacific. That's 70% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours. Here. As showers and thunderstorm activity has increased a little. In association with Allegheny nerve, low pressure on a couple hundred miles south on the southern coast of Mexico, and environmental conditions are favorable with a tropical pressure to form later today, Thursday, while the system moves toward the west northwest or northwest near 10 miles per hour. Regardless of tropical cyclone formation years. Disturbance will likely produce local heavy rains over the portions of the southern Mexico that could cause some flash flooding and mudshines. Here. Formation chance for hours. High 7% formation chance for days. High 90% here. And take a look at the Central Pacific Tropical outlook here. Nothing brewing in the Central Tropical Pacific Thursday night here. So let's take a look at our forecast discussion here around the region here, around here in New England here. Cool, damp conditions remain in place into Thursday morning as with more widespread rainfall expected today. Dry weather returns later Thursday and Friday. As high pressure builds back into the region, a cold front will move across New England later to Saturday afternoon and early Saturday night, followed by cold, drier conditions for Sunday and Monday. Upper level low pressure moving toward the New England with core moving overhead to this afternoon evening as vented showers rotating around the center of this low are moving southeast and northwest across southern New England as the low shifts farther east today. This movement should become east to west. We have expanded area of likely pops and made a few adjustments to temperatures otherwise continue the wet forecast for southern New England there. And we're going to round out September here with 9 of mostly sunny skies, 18 partly cloudy days, and 3 cloudy conditions here. And our predicted day's high is going to be 57 to 63 degrees with winds to the northwest about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, predicted mostly cloudy skies with showers and improving conditions in the afternoon at 60 to 68 degrees here. And it'll be periods of rain today. High temperatures up in the upper 50s to low 60s here. So, 1 to 2 inches rain from southeastern Massachusetts and Cape and the Islands. 3/4 to 1 inch rain from eastern Rhode Island, down the inland southeastern Massachusetts around Boston and Metro West. And western north you go, to the less of the rain total amounts there. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, it is going to be a wet Wednesday in store. Here as we're going to have some showers likely May after 10 a.m. in Patrick Fog. Otherwise, Cascade about night. High around 60 degrees here. And not wind about 8 to 10 miles per hour. Just make sure 6%. A new principal about between a quarter and half minutes possible. Tonight, showers likely May before 2 a.m. Patrick Fog. Otherwise, Cascade low 55 degrees. Not wind about 8 miles per hour. Just make sure 70%. A new principal about between a quarter and half an inch possible. Thursday, chance of showers before 1 p.m. The chance of drizzle between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. and Patrick Fog before 1 p.m. Otherwise, Cascade under 60 degrees and north about 9 to 11 miles per hour. Transportation is 30%. New principal about less than 10 minutes possible. Thursday night, Patrick Fog after 2 a.m. was most Cascade with a grudge becoming mostly Cascade go 46 degrees north for about 3 to 6 miles per hour. Friday, Patrick Fog before 9 a.m. was South Carolina about 64 degrees and northeast with about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Friday night, slight chance of showers between midnight and 2 a.m. and a chance of drizzle after 2 a.m. Patrick Fog after 9 p.m. was most Cascade right at it. Loaded 49 degrees, transportation 20%. For Saturday, showers likely after 4 p.m. and Patrick Fog before 11 p.m. was Cascade high about 6 a.m. low about 46 degrees and transportation 6%. For Sunday, most of the skies high about 64, low about 44 degrees. Monday, most of the skies high about 68, low about 50 degrees. And for Tuesday, chance of showers, most skies high 68 degrees and transpiration 30%. Bears with a phase of the day. A wet Wednesday to start the month of October. This is PJ with you, a good day with a good positive. I'll see you for 11 a.m. report. Have a good day with a good positive.